At 60 years old, Shania Twain stands as one of the most celebrated singers in country music history. But behind that radiant smile and golden voice lies a heartbreaking story that very few truly know, a story of pain, betrayal, and survival that could have ended her career forever. Born in the small town of Windsor, Ontario, Shania didn't grow up with luxury or comfort. Her family struggled to make ends meet, and from a very young age, she carried responsibilities far beyond her years. "We didn't always have enough to eat," she once said. "But music was my escape, my way to dream." By her teenage years, Shania was already performing in bars, sometimes for drunken crowds just to help pay the bills. Most young singers would have given up, but she didn't. She believed her voice could lift her out of poverty, and it did. In the 1990s, she burst onto the scene with The Woman in Me and Come On Over, breaking every rule in country music. She became the biggest-selling female artist in the genre's history, a global superstar. But just as she reached the top of the world, tragedy came crashing down. In 2010, her husband and longtime producer, Robert "Mutt" Lang, the man who had helped shape her sound and career, betrayed her in the cruelest way possible. He was having an affair with Shania's closest friend. For Shania, it was shattering. "I felt like my life was over," she admitted later. "My voice was gone. My confidence was gone. Everything." The heartbreak didn't just break her emotionally, it broke her physically. Stress and grief triggered a condition called dysphonia, leaving her unable to sing for years. The woman whose voice had inspired millions was suddenly silenced. Doctors told her that recovery might not even be possible. For someone who lived and breathed music, that was a death sentence. "There were days I didn't think I'd ever sing again," she confessed. But Shania Twain wasn't built to give up. After years of therapy, surgery, and sheer determination, she found her voice again. Not quite the same as before, but stronger in spirit. When she returned to the stage in Las Vegas, her fans cried, cheered, and sang along as if welcoming back an old friend. Still, even with her comeback, she carried deep scars. Losing her parents in a tragic car accident when she was just 22 had already forced her to grow up overnight. Raising her younger siblings alone had taught her resilience, but losing her marriage nearly broke her. Then, in an unexpected twist, love found her again. In the most unlikely way. She fell in love with Frederick Thibault, the ex-husband of the same woman who had betrayed her. "We both knew what heartbreak felt like," she said softly. "We helped each other heal." Today, at 60, Shania Twain is living proof that strength doesn't come from success. It comes from surviving what should have destroyed you. She tours the world again, performs to sold-out arenas, and smiles with the kind of peace that only comes from walking through fire. In one recent interview, she said something that moved fans everywhere. "I lost my voice, my marriage, and my confidence. But I never lost my will to live." Her story isn't just about fame or tragedy. It's about finding light after darkness and believing that no matter how much you lose, there's always something left to fight for. Because Shania Twain's greatest song isn't one she sings on stage. It's the one she lived through every heartbreak, every betrayal, and every comeback.